I adopted Lucy at a 1.5 years, and since then she's become my very, very best friend.
Back in 1996, came up with an idea that the community might welcome having an organization that would provide care for homeless animals, veterinary care, nurture them, foster them, and seek permanent placement for these animals that had lost their homes for a variety of reasons. Well received in the community. We were just very fortunate, and people really liked the idea and participated. Ended up with a volunteer base now of about 70 people that are volunteering, and that's how we got started.
I have 4 children ranging in age from 5 to 15, and with their schedules and our 3 dogs right now, it's chaotic. But it's a wonderful chaos because we all love these animals and we feel so terribly when they leave, but good inside because we know they're going to a good home. But the life skills we teach our children are patience, because the dogs that we get require a lot of patience. And it is our hope that we will continue the trend and will build skills in our kids so that they can carry those skills on in other areas.
I've had Augie for the past 2 years. He makes my life a lot easier. I get up in the morning, we take a walk, 4 or 5 blocks. I never had a dog until I was probably 40 years old at least. So now I've gotten so I can't live without them. Don't have any kids, and they were very nice about it. Augie's heaven sent.
The people that we serve in our area are primarily families who are seeking indoor family companion pets that will be appropriate with a family setting. We also serve a lot of seniors. That's really huge for us. People that are looking for a companion that would be appropriate for an elderly person, perhaps living on their own or just as a companion. And then we serve families that don't have children, couples, adult couples that are working full-time and need an animal that will be able to be home during the day while they're at work.
I had wanted a dog for a long time, and I had dogs when I was little and really wanted a dog to be part of our family, but Andrew was not convinced, so we made a number of visits to area shelters and to G-Pass, and eventually we met Penny.
And one of the great things about G-Pass, we thought, was that you got to see the dog with a host family, which allowed you to understand some more about what the dog's characteristics were like before you brought him home. Corinne came to our house and did an interview with us before we got the dog, and talked with us and made sure that we were a good fit, and then actually came back with Tony, her sponsor dad, and kind of introduced her to the family then. Like I said, they helped with medication and made sure that we were adjusting well to having a dog.
They've kept in touch throughout the process.
Yeah, it was a really positive experience.
Muffin Joy, I figured, well, I'll have a couple of more years with her at least. But something went wrong with her neurologically, and all last winter we struggled through it, slowly but surely. She lost the use of her rear legs and got to the point where she couldn't even stand up. And I had to have her put to sleep. And that was very hard to do. And Sweetie Pie, who's the golden retriever, and I were the only 2 left. And we were both kind of in the dumps. And I heard about the Grosse Pointe Rescue group, I think from my sister-in-law. And so I went to their Saturday meetings that they had where they were showing the different animals. And 2 different occasions, Roscoe's name got on my list. And so they finally said, well, they thought Roscoe might work for me. He was 10 months old, so he was still puppyish. Very good experience. He brought happiness back into the house, because we were not a happy household after we lost Muffin Joy, and he brought happiness back.
I became aware of GPS through my friend Lynn Carpenter, both of us great lovers of animals, and we walk our dogs every evening. And after I lost my last golden coach, I said I didn't want another dog for a while. And after a few months, maybe more than a few months, Lynn called me and she said, "We have a golden coming from up north. Are you interested?" Anyway, I fostered Lucy, and after a week of fostering, I said I wanted to adopt her. And she said, "Oh no, you can't. You have to have her for 2 weeks." I adopted Lucy at 1.5 years, and since then she's become my very, very best friend. GPS is wonderful, and I would recommend anyone and everyone at looking at dogs or cats through GPS.
My son is 4.5 years old, and he was interested in getting a pet to keep him company and play with. Unfortunately, we're not home enough for a dog, so the GPS organization suggested that we get a cat, one that would be young enough to interact with George and still have a personality and be playful with him so that he would have someone to entertain and learn the responsibilities of caring for an animal. And GPS found us Woody. Woody has been great. He has a great temperament and he's been a great help for George, learning responsibilities to feed and get the cat water and food and make sure he's okay, and someone to play with so that it's not just him all by himself. Where are you going?
My cat's name is Woody.